Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Spider, man. And we back for the check down, right? Where we check down on the best available waiver wires of the week, you feel me? And this week is kind of crazy, right? This week is kind of like a handcuff type of week. We're going to talk about handcuffs, some notable injuries, some waiver wire pickups that you guys need to target right now. And also, we're going to talk about how you can scheme and plan to get your way inside of the playoffs and what players that you need to probably have in order to break through into the playoffs. This is the check down. Check it out. Okay, now this show is going to be a little different, right? A little different because it's more about, since, the waiver wire is slim pickings right now. It's not a lot of people out there that you can trust, that you can grab, that you can say, yeah, this is my guy. He's going to give me some points this week. So you got to be cognizant of that, right? You want to make plays that make sense. You want to stash players because other players have been running wild, right? People that could be injured that you need to plug in and play right after the injury sets in. And that's what this episode is all about. But first, you know what I'm saying, we got to take a trip down to the graveyard. That's right, man. The check down graveyard, man, where NFL players become unalived and they have to live here. They have to dwell here, man. We got Jaden Daniels, Cam Scatterboo, Joe Burrow, Najee Harris, Malik Neighbors, James Conner, and as of late, Tucker Kraft. But as you can see in that far background, we have one Travis Hunter. You see, Travis Hunter thought he could play both sides of the ball and get away with it. He thought he can avoid this place. But unfortunately, when you are in high demand on both sides of the ball, this is what happens, right? You're getting worn down each game. You're trying to make a play for your team. I'm just happy he got a touchdown before all this happened, because it'll be real stressful for me if I was a football player and I did all that work just to be sitting down on the bench and didn't even get a touchdown. And when he got that touchdown, he helped his team win. So kudos to him. But right now, my man's at home with his leg cocked up. You heard? Yeah, if he wasn't injured, yeah, that's all this would be right. You would pick him up. But if you are in a dynasty league and you haven't picked him up and somebody's dropped him out of frustration, I would scoop him up because next year it might be a whole different story. You feel me? This year, though, his 2025 stats, 52 receptions, 578 receiving yards, and he doesn't have 5 touchdowns. He has 1 touchdown. But, that's, hold on. That's, was he productive? No. Did he do what he needed to do for owners to be like, yeah, I'm glad I wasted a second or third round pick on this guy? Nah, you're very disappointed. You probably feel salty right now because of it. And that's okay, you know what I mean? Because Travis Hunter in deeper leagues may be a great stash for you in some kind of dynasty league. Other than that, he's unalived. He's out of there, man. But in other news, you know what I mean? You got some people coming back from the dead. You got Night of the Living Joe Burrow. You heard me? coming out of that graveyard and ready to make some noise. You feel me? I feel like when he comes back, it's going to set up for the most historic playoff run in all of football, because him and Lamar Jackson might be neck and neck for that spot. You feel me? That wild card. And as it's playing out right now, these guys have a potential to actually, be a high seed in the playoffs if they can win their divisions. You know what I mean? And that division is all flustered, right? It's this is happening, that is happening. This person goes down, this person comes up. You feel me? It's all over the place. Lamar Jackson's dealing with injuries, but his organization is not highlighting it like they should. But if you look at it in the long haul, this is going to be a matchup, right? Like a playoff race, not matchup, a playoff race that's going to be historic. Because when Joe Burrow comes back, he's going to come back with a vengeance. He's going to come back saying, it's my time to go. All y'all sit down and hold this. Y'all know that, what was that, Money Talks? When dude had the rocket launcher and he was like, hold this real quick. That's what he's going to be on. You feel me? Hold this real quick because we about to blow some ish up. You heard? Straight up, man. So Joe Burrow, man, if he's out there, someone's dropped him on the injured reserve, you need to go look immediately. You need to stop watching this and go look immediately, because Joe Burrow, I feel like, is that next man up. You feel me? The next man for your fantasy football team to hold on and keep your playoff hopes alive is that boy, Joe Burrow. Don't get it twisted, man. He's been injured, yeah, but he's still that guy. He hurt his toe. Last time I checked, they ain't got nothing to do with throwing. I'm just saying, it's not like he's a rushing quarterback. So put your bid in for Joe Burrow if you have not, because my man is coming back, and he's coming back with a vengeance, you dig? But yeah, that's the injuries, you feel me? So, when you're looking at injuries, you want to look for the best available person that might be on that same team. In this instant, it'll be Joe Flacco, but you should have Joe Flacco by now. If not, shame on you, man. And if you need some other type of quarterback to plug in that's not Joe Burrow or Joe Flacco, I know somebody that can probably help you out.
Football is money. Whether you're a diehard fan, fantasy manager, or just in it for the drama, we're here every week to bring you the action and analysis you crave. Plus, don't miss a beat. Follow Football is Money on all social platforms for extra updates and live game insights. Join the team, subscribe today, and let's make every game count on Football is Money.
You heard him, man. Footballismoney.com. Go check him out, man. They call me bosses over there. This is podcast, and he has the information that you need. You feel me? When it comes to parlay tickets, over and under, prop betting, all of that and more. Check out footballismoney.com for more information. All right, man, moving on, man. We're going to go over now to the waiver wire pickups, because that's why you guys are here, right? This is why y'all watch. Y'all want to know who is hot, who is not. So we're going to go to Pittsburgh, you feel me? And this is a stash that you guys need to seriously think about, man. And that stash is Kenneth Gainwell, man. Why do I say Kenneth Gainwell? Because Jaylen Warren, he works out like an animal, like a pit bull in heat, you feel me? And I feel like that's going to catch up with him eventually, you know what I'm saying? And that means next man up, Kenneth Gainwell. He's a low cost right now, high upside. If the Steelers commit to the run or the other starters falter, this guy will be a special contributor for you. His stats so far for 2025, 52 carries, 220 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. Now that's pretty productive from a guy who was going up behind a prolific running back in Jaylen Warren. Don't get me wrong, Jaylen Warren is good. He is good, but we're talking about stashing in case he ends up passing out. You hear? Now let's get down to it, right? Why is he a great handcuff? Let's talk about it. The reason why I would say he's a great handcuff. Oh, hold on, real quick. Hold on. He's one of one, right? He's on a 1 year deal with Pittsburgh after the departure of their previous lead running back Najee Harris, and the team lacks a clear dominant replacement. This opens upside for Gainwell if anything happens to your boy Jaylen Warren. He contributes on special team, return game as well, kickoff return, so his value isn't purely dependent on carries. And that special teams role can also be a path to more offensive touchdowns. If you're in a league that, you guys get points for return special team touchdowns, my guy Kenneth Gainwell needs to be on your radar. Given his modest usage so far, he is a sleeper stash. He doesn't command any type of ownership right now. So, but making him a valuable pickup would be very smart right now. He can add to your bench. He can sit there and stash away, and you can just wait for that boy Jaylen Warren to get hurt. The only risk is he's not currently the lead back. His production has been limited, so you're banking on circumstance, right? And the circumstance is if Jaylen Warren gets injured, you feel me? He's a handcuff that is low cost right now, so he's out there. High upside if the Steelers commit to the run and the starter falters. Now, Kenneth Gainwell, let's talk about it. Is he one of those people you get and you start? No, guys, no, class. This is a stash episode. Handcuff. You handcuff him in case something happens to Jaylen Warren. I'm going to say that again so you guys can stay out of my comment section going off on me every time I give y'all some game, all right? Don't play this guy if you don't need to play him. Keep him on your bench. If you're winning and you're winning in your league and you have Jaylen Warren, pick this guy up now. All right, going on to the next player. And remember, when you pick up these people, play them strategically as you need them, all right? So, next person going up on the list got to be my boy Dawson Knox. Now, Knox is the best available option right now, bro. And if you don't know why, then shame on you. He's a low-volume tight end with upside if the starter goes down. Again, these are handcuffs. You feel me? 12 receptions, 155 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. If I'm not mistaken, I think their tight end, Dalton Kincaid, might be hurt right now. So this will be a sneaky pickup. And I don't think he will be productive like a tight end one, but he would definitely be productive as getting you some points on the board, Through 9 games in 2025, he has 12 receptions for 155 receiving yards and 1 touchdowns. And as far as fantasy, he has a low floor, and he about 2.7 per game, you feel me, in fantasy points as of now. That's with Dalton Kincaid, but, his production level will go up when Kincaid goes down or if he is already down. And, you want to stash him. He's behind an emerging tight end on the Bills depth chart, which limits his ceiling for now. But again, if Kincaid gets hurt, pick him up. In deeper leagues or in bench handcuff, if Kincaid or another tight end ahead of him miss time, Knox becomes the next in line. You feel me? His athletic traits are insane. Good catch radius, size. It gives him a high upside. You know what I'm saying? If Buffalo opens one, if they open up, right, their tight end usage a little bit, he could have upward surprise value. You feel me? But he is a risky ad, right? And he will be a risky start even if Kincaid is down. The reason why is simple, right? He gets very limited target share and his production has been very, very low. He's more of like an insurance option. You know what I'm saying? He's like an insurance option. You keep him for insurance. I feel like if you're going to handcuff a tight end, Dawson Knox will be that guy, simply because Josh Allen, he likes to sprinkle things and he might get a little bit of that sugar. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want, some of that sugar. He gonna sprinkle some of that sugar all over the place, you know. And the tight end like Dawson Knox will be very productive, and I think he would have capitalized off of that, you know. And if you don't think so, you can look at his numbers. His numbers have been on and off, but when Kincaid went down, it went up, skyrocketed compared to the norm. You know what I mean? So Dawson Knox, I say pick him up. You feel me? Next handcuff, man. This is the most obvious handcuff, man. And if you're watching this right now, you got to take this handcuff extraordinarily seriously, okay? Brian Robinson Jr., people. Bask in him. He's a top tier running back handcuff, dude. Off rip. Pick him up if you have Christian McCaffrey because he's an excellent handcuff, dude. Right now he has 49 carries for 238 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. You feel me? He was acquired by San Francisco and designated as the primary backup to star running back Christian McCaffrey. So when Christian McCaffrey goes down, which it will happen, we all know what's going to happen. We just counting down the days till it happens. Let's stop playing, all right? The depth chart is clear, too. He's a RB2 clear. You know what I'm saying? He embodies the classic handcuff scenario, right? Premium RB1 ahead of him. Like, if anything happens, he's definitely next in line. They've been using him reluctantly over the last 2 weeks. That's how he got these touchdowns. Now, pay attention to Brian Robinson Jr.'s health as well because he's also prone to get injured. So you want to make sure you pick him up with caution. Do not start him at all. At all. Don't start my man. Leave him exactly where he's at. Because Christian McCaffrey has been eating like a hungry child in Africa. I'm just being honest with you. You feel me? So, Brian Robinson Jr., pick him up if you see him. He's elite level stash. Now, moving forward, man, I got to do an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? And that honorable mention is my boy. This is one of my favorite players in the world, right? And this week, if you're in deep leagues, right, you're going to need a quarterback, right? And who other than your boy, Jameis Winston, you feel me? Top QB handcuff. This is a veteran that's seasoned. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? High end, very, very cool, great guy, man. And those stats on him for 2025 are the stats in which he wishes he has. Because he doesn't have these stats, guys. Could he have had these stats? Sure. But not this year. This will be his first start for the New York Football Giants. And Jameis Winston is excited, guys. And when a quarterback is excited to play, normally that means he's going to be excited to win. And he will put W's on the board for you, man. Now, is Jameis Winston somebody that I would start? No. Absolutely not. But is he a good stash because Jackson Dart likes to run head first into 350-pound linebackers' chest? Yeah. I mean, why not? You feel me? Who knows how long Jackson Dart will be out? Because, like from reports, I believe he thought he was going to his mom's house for Thanksgiving. Like he was headed to his car to go to Thanksgiving dinner after he got blown up in the middle of the field. Blown up, bro. He thought he was going to Granny's house for Thanksgiving. It's over, bro. You're going to be out about 2 weeks, bro. At least 2 weeks. This is the first week. Let's see if he makes it to the second week, man. If not, Jameis Winston. Pick him up, bro. Pick him up. Why not? He's a veteran. He's known to get the job done, bro. So, if he's out there, cop him, man. And there you have it, man. That is the handcuff session of the check down waiver wire ads for week 11, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next week because next week is also going to be similar. As you can see, The waiver wire pool is very, very slim unless you're in deeper leagues. So it's not much you can do at this moment. You just need to know who you need to start versus who you need to sit. So going forward, in the weeks going forward, we're going to focus on the starts versus the sits rather than the waiver wire ads. You feel me? And if there are some waiver wire ads that are on there that are notable that we need to engage in and we need to talk about, then we shall. This is the check down. Check it out.